Hello. Okay, okay. Oh. Oi, 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 oi. Howdy, Whammer. I've been thinking more about your little anecdote, and isn't superfluous like the most basic fancy word? It's like the go-to. It's like the first fancy word you learn. Ooh, shout out for the Cypriots. Alright, I've always wondered this. How do you say it? Is it Nicosia? Yesterday, speaking of 36 degrees and it being fireball from hell, Rado sent me a photo of her computer. She went full Tom. And her computer at work was saying it was 47 degrees Celsius, which feels like a lie. Well, good job, Steve Fawcett, Mr. Balloon Man. Nicosia. 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 Well, if you two are here, that's good enough for me. As you may be able to tell, I am eating my lunch. I've just got home. So, I'm eating spicy chicken noodles. Riley's made me I've been eating so much spicy food lately. It's been lovely. I can feel my tolerance improving. So it's like thinly sliced chicken breast, vegetables, stir fried, rice noodles. All in all, good stuff. And I'm getting to practice my chopsticks, which is always a bonus. So, going back to vegetable tier rankings, I've got broccoli. This is one of the best use of. Yeah, I eat chicken at least 10 times a week, probably more. It's just the best meat. But vegetable rankings, I've got broccoli in one of its best forms. I've got Monge 2, which is obviously like a medium vegetable generally, but elite tier in stir fries. Chilies, always good. Chilies might be an S tier vegetable actually. And I've got boring bell peppers, which I'm just super low on lately. Aren't they? Are they fruit because they got seeds? It is weird that we classify them. I understand from a scientific perspective we classify them that way, but it makes so much more sense in a cooking sense to classify them by sweet and savoury, right? Isaac feels like a classic BBC striker, even though I don't know if he's ever actually played for BBC. Tender stem broccoli. Very fancy. You didn't strike me as a fancy vegetable kind of guy. Peanut butter and broccoli jam. Yeah, see, but he just feels like he should be a BBC striker. Not a great start this for four-man. Yeah, someone really mad about not getting the day off. Who the fuck is Samuel Lino? He has one of the fun traits though, fair play. He's quick. Your classic right-footed left back. I was playing FM at one point, and I found a left-footed right back. Don't see many of them in the wild, do you? Oh, good save. Oh. What's Tom saying? The Romanian anthem is a bit old hat, right? Apparently on Dutch radio they gave it a sick beat like a Tiesto song. Are you okay, Tom? Yeah, I'm of the same thought, Wemmer. Oh! Oh, I missed the second goal. Was it good? I was too busy chatting to Rallo and Tom. Whoa. I thoroughly enjoyed my lunch. Oh, God. JWP. The captain. What, man? It's hot as balls. Oh, big rum. Floodgates open. Wait a sec, I need to hurry up. One thing I don't get, right? How people have the aircon on all the time. Freezes my balls off. I'm like, I turn it on for like 5-10 minutes and I'm good for an hour. And Rallo and everyone shouts at me because I leave the window open when I turn the aircon on. They're like, "You just let it all escape." I'm like, okay. I get too cold with it anyway. Like, I'm only going to leave it on for 5-10 minutes. It'll be fine. Oh, Tony G. Whatever happened to the Tony draft? Did that ever take off? 95 stream streak. Jesus. Ah, that'll be why then. Oh dear. I guess if you're going to have mistakes like that, you want to have them when you're already 3-0 down, I guess. Because they don't really matter at that point. "95 streams. That's going back to season 20? And V. I assume V's retired. And again, has Tony M actually retired? If there weren't so many interesting kid strikers, I'd be down for bringing Tony M and Big Maxi back as backups every now and again. But there's just so many kids. Why are all the kids strikers? Ah. It's your dog's favourite toy. Damian! Oh. Oh, it worked! Damian's a genius! Is anyone else baffled by the fact that Damian is just better than Trent? Why is Damian so good? Like, he's not this good. His numbers don't look this good. Ah, well, there we go. He's going to be directly responsible for us conceding the equaliser. I see. Where is he? Where is Damian? Okay. Because he's not defending this ball out wide. He's lost. Oh. Why is SMS defending so wide? Oh no, Damian, don't do this to me, buddy. I'm surprised at how wide my centre mids defend. Like, oh, that's Khaled! What's... Oh dear. He's completely lost it. He's all over the place. Poor lad. Is Damian meant to stay with Dembele there? Should Amondi pick him up? Some confusion for sure. Nah, just leave it. My plan is you just kind of leave it all for the fullbacks to deal with. I don't know if we should be pressuring here with SMS. Oh! We almost had the Mendes Damian and then Damian Mendes. The old to me to you amongst fullbacks. Your left back's having a great time. I'm glad it's not Grimaldo though, because I feel like that would be more dangerous. The golden boy! It's a golden goal! Game's over, I guess. Amondi, buddy, you can't just jump out of the way. Just take it. Let it hit you on the chest. Unlike our last game, my 4-kid defensive diamond not playing well. It is very good. It's very good. A pen? Who takes this? SMS? Maybe? It is. Referee! Look, Whammer's thrown away a lot of 2-goal leads. Let's see him do it again. we've opted for the flying V. I don't know if I ever like it when we make the change. It's better this season because Macklin makes more sense. Oh, we've taken Nuno Mendes off. Oh my god. Yes, man. God, pressure him. Pressure. Oh. 95th minute, Jude Bellingham equaliser. I'll take it. Who we played up front now? Oh yeah, just Carles because we've already got the one striker. This isn't great. 16 shots, 5 on target. We could be doing better. Luis Alberto's on the pitch. Here we go. Oh! Well played, Werner. Well played. What, you walk along in Essex? I think it's. I can never work out what accent that is. I think it's the Essex accent that I would say it like that. I have Romania 2, Netherlands 1. I just don't trust this Dutch defence. I think Romania have looked good in a lot of their games. It is very possible that the Netherlands have suffered from having to play against Austria and France, though. Oh! Who the hell is that guy? Who was that? Oh, okay, Coco. No, but in the same way England haven't looked great, they've made games look bad, right? Like they've just taken all of the fun out of games. So obviously it's impossible to look good playing against France, much like it's not very easy to look good playing against England. Because I'd argue in the 4 games, no one's looked good against England. Whereas teams like Austria, Spain, Germany have made teams look bad by them just being better. But England have kind of just had everything go to plan still. There was the Slovakia game wasn't perfectly to plan, but other than the one goal, the one chance they created that they scored, they didn't really look like doing anything. Yeah, it. I get it from. I don't get the hate from England fans because we're doing what we should. We're doing what the manager wants us to do. I get the hate from neutrals because there's so much talent. The games could be really exciting, and we're choosing to have them not be exciting. Yeah. And it's like people keep giving Gareth shit, but it's just like I saw today someone was laughing, and it made no sense. Yeah, I agree, Wemmer. We were better. They just converted their one chance, and we were bad at converting the chances we'd created. Oh my god, what a penalty that is! Get that man a Slovenia shirt. Yeah, 0 shots on target. It wasn't 0 shots. It was 0 shots on target. Like I said, we were poor at converting our opportunities. And again, we've not been good attacking, right? Like, but that's not the aim. We're meant to be defensively solid. See, that's a ridiculous thing to say, John. Like, that's just so provably untrue, especially at the Euros. Teams constantly win the Euros by just being defensive and relying on one moment of magic from an attacker or penalties. Oh my god. Peel's team sucks. But yeah, so I saw this tweet where someone was calling the USA manager, like, the new Gareth Southgate because the USA are third in their group. And, like, that makes no sense to me. Like, you can claim Gareth Southgate plays really boring football. But, like, his whole shtick is he always wins. And I just don't get it. Because, like, we keep coming top of the group, we keep progressing. He's won more knockout games on his own than everyone else has since we won the World Cup. Like, he's quite clearly England's greatest ever manager. And, like, yes, he's done it in the most boring way possible, but when you've gone as long as England have, desperate to be competitive in tournaments, why are we all now acting like we'd rather play fun football and lose? Tom says you're a dickhead and he hates you. And you shouldn't have doubted they were always going to win. Yeah, this is like, we're a team that always gets knocked out in the first or second knockout phase. But now all of a sudden we need to be playing fucking 2002 Brazil style football. And if we're not doing that and winning the World Cup like Brazil did, then what's the fucking point? That's fair. Having a moan is great fun. I can't complain about that. So, for 50 years, it was luck that we always got paired against good teams. And now for 6 years, it's all luck that we only get paired against bad teams. Well, all the more reason to keep Gareth around then, I guess. If it's that simple and Gareth just always gets us in the right spot in the group to keep. But admittedly, how many times did we win our qualifying groups? Because hasn't Gareth won every group he's been in? Oh dear. Okay. My guess though is 67% is still above the non-Southgate group winning rate. But you got to think, as it in that era though, we had good defenders, right? Like we had Ashley Cole, we had John Terry and Rio Ferdinand. Like we had defensive players we could rely on at the highest level to let us play with more attacking freedom. I actually think if you gave Southgate a squad that had elite tier, like 5 elite defenders, I think he'd be more willing to take chances further up. I think Gareth has looked at this squad and said, if we're going to keep a clean sheet, it's because we're going to have to put 7 people behind the ball because our defence sucks. Yeah, I think when Shaw's fit, it's fine. But I think when you can pair it on an individual level, and our keeper sucks. Like, Jordan Pickford isn't the same calibre of keeper that the other teams are wheeling out. Well, you say he magically is good for England. He's magically good because the Southgate system means he faces an XG of 0.5 per game. Like, yeah, but I don't think that's a Southgate problem. I think the vast majority of managers at the highest level don't understand substitutions. I think it's a big area of weakness in lots of managers. They get so caught up on, this is my best team, I should play these 11 players. I picked these 11 players because they're the best 11 players, and they don't understand that you should make more changes more frequently, and you should give the changes more time. Oh, wow, Tom wrote an essay in response to your Southgate changing his mind and thing. So here we go. Yes, Whammer, but managers say and do different things because they fib, with the aim to confuse and or motivate. They'll say different things to their squad than to media. People lie. Yeah, I think obviously sub managers are very good at it. And I think there's so many different aspects of being a manager, right? It's very rare that people are going to be very good at all of them. Oh, George hates Will Ferrell. He's offside, no? Benzema's offside. I was right! God, I'm so fucking clever. But I think even if we win the Euros, I think Gareth's going to step away because I think I think this new batch of players don't like him as much as his previous batch. And I think especially if we win, he'll take it and be like, cool, I can transition this into a new job, go out on top. Yeah. But you say that, but I don't know who we could go and get. Although seeing Sam Allardyce talk about what he'd be doing with the squad got me so sad that we don't have Sam Allardyce anymore. Because, mate, he seemed so excited about just pumping balls up to Ivan Toney. And let me tell you, that sounded fun as fuck. Just pumping balls up to Ivan Toney and watching him just knock him down for all the other attackers. I was like, phew, sign me up. But it kind of does, right? If you just tell them that they have to be going forwards more, they're all clever. They're all clever boys. I'm sure if you tell them to start head up going forwards more, they can do it. Just ask them to do it. All I'm saying is, we ended up scoring from a long throw. And then our second goal was again just pumping balls into the box. Like, once we started playing the Sam Allardyce way, we were scoring goals. You're trying to tell me that there's no flair involved? You go for it. You're saying it like the best Sam Allardyce team wasn't Ivan Campo and fucking JJ Okocha. Like he can clearly have his system accommodate flair players. Like that's when he was most successful, was when he had flair players. He just wants it's just play within your abilities, but always be looking to go forwards with the ball. Yeah, but he's never leaving Real Madrid. He's never leaving Real Madrid. The only time he leaves Real Madrid is to retire. But like out of realistic options, I don't know who we're meant to be looking at. Yeah, but he's having too much fun in this run, and like, hasn't he come out and said he's gonna just stay at Real Madrid until he has to leave, and then he'll retire? Can we offer you Dick Advocat? No thanks. I genuinely have no idea who we go for. Who's the England under-21 manager? Do we just promote again? It worked last time. How many of the current lot plied their trade in the under-21s though? Like, because I feel like Bellingham's probably kind of skipped the under-21s. I guess a bunch of them will have weren't getting into the main squad, so probably have got quite a few under-21 caps between them. Might be worth considering. Were we success? Have we been successful at the under-21 level in the past few years? Oh, Kareem, buddy. This is very exciting. Am I going to have to Google it, or are you going to tell me? Ugh. Oh, Lee Carsley. It's actually Lee Carsley. Get him in. It is. My boy. Get Lee Carsley in. Wait, assuming we've been successful. So he's had the job since 2021. What have the England under-21s been up to? Results and fixtures. Oh, we won the under-21 Euros last year. That's a good sign. That's a very good sign. Who was in the squad? No. Levi Colwill. Hey, Max Aaron's played. Go on, lad. Smith Rowe. Cole Palmer, Anthony Gordon, Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones. So yeah, so there's a bunch of people who are transitioning into being in the England squad now, who were involved at that with Lee Carsley. Nice, yeah. Maybe he's the answer, Lee Carsley. Well, not all of them, right? There's no Jude Bellingham. There's no Bukayo Saka. Because I mean, like, some players skip the youth teams, don't they? Because that's what I was trying to work out, is how many of our current batch were in the skipped the youth stage. And how many also, like, developed a bit later. Like, Eze being 26 and Bowen, like, they probably don't have many youth caps because they just weren't at that level at that age. Oh dear. Bad pig. That's what I would describe Hulk after that. Bad pig. Eze had 8... well, what do I know, eh? What do I know? But he also didn't get them under Lee Carsley, did he? So he probably got them under Southgate. What about some of the other lads? Like, who's that fucking Liverpool defender who was in the big squad? Kwanzaa or whatever. Has he got many under 21 caps? I got them under Boothroyd. Top 10 hat tricks. So, without knowing a single thing about the style of football Lee Carsley plays, I'm all for giving him the England job. And I think there's going to be people in the FA that are going to at least... He's definitely going to get an interview. Because someone's going to look at it and be like, it worked last time. Plus, if you give it to Lee Carsley, it makes filling the under-21 manager job way easier. If your last two main team managers have been the under-21s. So, speaking of the under-21s, Max Aaron's playing for them. Obviously, he was starting all the games for Bournemouth. Back when Bournemouth was shit at the start of the season. When Bournemouth were good in the second half of the season, was Max Aaron still playing? Or was he one of the sacrifices made to make Bournemouth better? John continues to just be the unluckiest person in the Gobshite League. He was out injured, okay. The no-nonsense midfielder helping shape the future of English football. That's my kind of art. That's my kind of headline. Oh, I don't. I don't have an athletic thing. I'll work out what it says then. But just hope maybe it was just a fitness thing. A new season, Max Harris gets another chance. Hopefully. Fucking love that guy. Sure. You, like, I don't think many people think they could do better as than the players. Most people think the players are very, very good, and that's the problem. Most people think it's definitely managerial decisions holding back England. What we need is Ralph. You seen what he's done with that fucking Austria team? Who can name any of the fucking Austrian players? The only Austrian player people know isn't even in the squad, which I assume is an injury thing, and not a Ralph and Dave fucking hate each other. Yeah. He is in the squad. Oh, he's gone full Luke Shaw. I see. We'll call you Mr. Schnitzel. Hafenschnaffer. That's a good name. Hafenschnaffer. Oof. No penalty. Man, I did not want to get up today. I woke up at like 9 and I just sat in bed for 2 hours. I couldn't even get up to go on my PC or anything. Just doom scrolling for 2 hours. It's a good job I had physio today. Otherwise, I think I'd still be in bed. Thank you, Emma. Very excited to read this. One last game. We'll finish on the Daily Dutch Derby, and then we'll be done. Exactly. We're all very involved in in knowing who the squad players at international level should be, right? Like, I feel like as a group, we're going to be in the upper percentiles of knowing that. And if we could struggle to name 5, my point stands. Give Ralph the England squad. Imagine what he'd get done. Oh, big gackers. Can Chris rescue second place for the 3rd season in a row? My assumption is no. But this is a good start on that journey. Oh, what a ball. Where are these two teams in the table? This doesn't feel like it should be. I thought we'd gone back to classic Chris being shit this season, and Franca being pretty solid. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Chris is in 4th. Chris is just really good now, and I don't know how I feel about. Why is Chris good at the Gobshite League now? Is there something to this? Have everyone be on the same page culturally? Because Vince always overperforms. Chris has started overperforming. Fair. But Core did also pick all the old shit ones. Like, he took the worst of that trait and the worst of my trait. Right, I'm gonna save. I love you, and I'm gonna leave you. Be good. Much love, and I'll see you on the flip side. Toodaloo.